went to the movies. They have this thing. It's a Slurpee flavor, all normal Slurpee flavors. You know, the classics. And then they
Pina
have
colada, Coca-Cola.
well, they don't have
Red,
pina colada
blue.
at the movies, but they got cherry, they got Coke, they got blue raspberry, and then maybe they have one other flavor like Verner's or Mountain Dew or whatever. They have a flavor now called Elio's Glorp. And it's like, yeah, it's a promotional thing for the movie. Like, there's a movie, it's a Disney movie called Elio or something. I have no, I don't know anything about it. But when I went there and I saw that they have a flavor called Elio's Glorp, and then there's all these little kids running around like, I want Elio's Glorp, I want Elio's Glorp. I was like, Disney can't be doing that, bro. Like, why is Disney doing that?
What do you mean? What's wrong with that?
Like, I would not want my kid running around being like, I need Elio's Glorp. Like, I want Elio's Glorp so bad. I need it. Like, that's just like setting you up for, you know.
It is. I didn't know when you first said it that it was like possessive, like Elio owns this Glorp. I'm very intrigued as to what a Glorp is.
It honestly does.
It's got to be like a drink somebody's, guzzling down in the movie or something.
Yeah, maybe it's like a special like superpower thing that he like controls and pushes.
Was it good?
I didn't try it.
Oh.
I didn't try it. It's like watermelon, dude.
Bro, that sounds gas. Elio's Glorp.
I'm a classic cherry Coke guy. I honestly would prefer a soft drink, but when I was getting over being sick, I was like, oh, it's fucking crazy.
Needed it. That's the medicine you needed.
But no. Episode 14.
Now we're in, dude. Let's go. Episode 14. George Pickens episode. Let's get it.
Yeah, facts, bro. Did you see the clips of him and CD together?
No.
Like they like already have a celebration where they're throwing grenades in like the field and like I'm like, dude, they're gonna get so many excessive celebration penalties this year.
Did you see that clip of J-Mo where he was like, bro, the fucking ocean is cleaner than the fucking earth, bro.
Yeah.
He's so stupid.
Hey,
he's like, you go in the ocean, you can drink that shit.
That's a debate for another day. Debate for another day, because like I don't know how clean is the polluted earth.
It's salt water though. You can't drink that shit.
But no, we're back. Episode 14.
Episode 14.
It's hot in here today. I'm already sweating. I got a thick.
Just got off work. It's hot, dude.
Yeah, Joe's looking like a true blue collar.
Red, white, and blue collar, baby.
You know, like nothing else. But
yep.
Hey, you want to tell them why you're wearing it before we get into everything here?
Golf outing.
Yeah.
My team is the safety awareness directors. We have our slogans lined up like be informed or get deformed. You think your job's hard now, imagine doing it without hands. Things along those lines. We're just trying to keep everyone safe today.
But no, I'm back. We're here with my friend Joe. You know, this is a good one. I'm excited about this one. I'm here with my friend Joe, who whenever he goes and picks up fast food, the passenger seatbelt light turns on in the passenger seat.
I don't understand.
You know how when there's a certain amount of weight in the passenger seat,
you fucking asshole.
The light turns on and it's like starts beeping at you like, hey, you need to buckle up over there. Buckle up, passenger. That's what happens.
The amount of food I order is equivalent to at least a small child that can trigger the seatbelt alarm. Fuck you, dude.
And, hey, especially when you're getting Arby's or Taco Bell, it's just those beef and cheddars add up.
They weigh a lot, honestly. But dude, I'm sub 180. Fuck that. I've been good. All right. Whatever. Chris is being a dickhead. But I'm here with my friend Chris, who is this weekend's very special birthday boy. The young man will be turning 26 tomorrow. Very exciting stuff. I got him a little present. We'll do a live unboxing during the episode.
Thanks, man.
It's not a very subtle bag. I feel like you have an idea of what it is, but I'm excited for you to see what we got you. So Chris loves his records, obviously. You guys have seen the record wall. We found this little gem.
Yo, where did you get this, bro? I'll show the cam. This is crazy. Bill Cosby Revenge.
Revenge, dude. The return of the motherfucking sick. Mac, dude.
This is so
Go ahead and
sick.
read off some of the tracks we got on there.
2 daughters, 2 brothers.
A little questionable there. Obviously, he's a sexual predator, but
smoking, wives, plural wives.
He was getting after it.
Cool covers, 9th Street Brick, Buck Plains. This is sick.
Yeah, so Chris loves his records. We got our eyes on that bad boy, and I knew I had to get it for my street friends.
Bro. Thank you so much, bro.
Happy birthday.
I appreciate it.
Of course, dude. That was a horrible fist bump.
This is so sick. Yeah, what we're gonna do. But
Get that up on the wall, dude. Loud and proud.
Damn,
I believe
bro.
somebody in the Cosby family just died, actually. So that's more of an in memoriam gift. I know Chris is a huge fan, so
Thank you.
you're
Thank
welcome.
you. I'll put this boy right in the front right there.
Let's go. Secondary birthday gift. You guys have already seen it on the table. Biggie Buzzball. A little bit of background on this. Back in college, I invented the Buzzball Challenge. It was drinking 3 Buzzballs in sub 30 minutes and seeing how fast you could do it and how drunk you would get. It got us plastered. So me and Marissa just got a Costco membership. Obviously, everything's bigger at Costco. It was the first thing I laid my eyes on once we got our membership, and it was the only thing I picked out that day. I just knew it would come in handy. Little did I know we would be using it today, but we're very excited to be trying this, responsibly sipping on it. This is a classy drink for a classy affair.
Yeah, we got classy glasses.
These glasses are sick. I love a stemmed glass.
Yeah, that's Joe's favorite thing. He rates his drinks when he gets them at the bar. He's like, kind of bases it off the glass.
Yep. And nobody wants a bullshit ass normal cylindrical cup.
Dude, this is crazy. I didn't know that Buzzball, when they make these big ones like this, they put the alcohol stopper on the top.
Oh, really?
Did you know that?
No, I did not know that.
That's like
I think what percent is it? I think it's like 9.
Did you know Buzzball's woman owned? You're supposed to shake this before.
Oh shit!
Good thing you dropped it when we got over here.
I did drop it.
15%.
Ooh, all right.
Yeah, these never treat you well. We just so you know, we poured about close to half
Shit.
in these two. So I feel
No, the math's got to be wrong, bro. We were trying to do the math and fucking milliliters on this, and we came to the conclusion that it was 9 Buzzballs per Biggie Buzzball. That can't be the case, though, if this is half.
Joe's scared if we drink this all because we are going to a nice dinner later.
Yeah.
That's all we're really
Chris's
doing.
birthday dinner.
Sexy steak.
I can't be cross-eyed that sexy steak.
True, I do want Joe to be on his best behavior there because it's a nice restaurant, but he's also got a golf outing. He's also going to be ripped. We already took a shot. So we have these. I'm probably going to be sipping these most of the day. We do have our, you could say, backup Coors.
Yeah.
Coors Banquets.
That's a staple.
Figured we'd go with the staple. But we're going to be rating these Buzzballs today off of age.
Yeah.
And how it makes us feel.
Cheers.
Cheers, man. That was a great cheers.
Oh. It's a little tartar than I expected. What is the flavor?
Oh, I love this. This is good. This is really good. Berry cherry limeade.
Berry cherry. It honestly tasted like when they first made the flavor, it wasn't quite tart enough, so they had to go back in the lab and retard it.
Retarded. Possibly. But,
no, it's good though.
No, man, I like this.
I like it a lot.
I could definitely drink the whole thing this episode.
I'm gonna give it a dude. I don't want to take the obvious candidate here, but I'm gonna take 21, dude. Golden year.
21.
Golden year. This is just some prime shit right here.
Yeah, I will say, like, I was never drinking Buzzballs before I was 21. Like, you were never. You were.
Yeah, Buzzball Challenge started junior year. No,
I will give this. I'll give it 26, man.
Let's go.
That's how old we are.
Sign of good things to come.
That's what we're drinking. Also, shout out Noah for these glasses. They got little cacti.
Perfect sound.
You know,
I don't know if you can see with my fat grubby paws all over it.
Yeah, but no, it's a beautiful thing. But happy to be back. Happy to be back with you guys. 2 very special episodes back to back is pretty cool.
I know. A lot of life moments, large life occasions happening right now.
Yeah, you've been feeling better. Like you've been engaged for what is it now? A week or 2?
Yeah,
2 weeks.
No, nothing's changed too much. I guess vibes have been incredibly high.
Yeah, I could imagine. But in honor of my birthday today, we kind of wanted to reminisce on some good old times. And
sometimes to go forward, you got to take a step back.
Exactly. You have to think about the things that made you who you are today. How did you get here? And when I started thinking about that, and I was like, it's really just an open platform for me to talk about, which this whole podcast pretty much is just, a platform for us to talk. But basically, I'm thinking about the old shows, bro. I'm thinking about John and Kate Plus 8. I'm thinking about Wife Swap. I'm thinking about George Lopez, How I Met Your Mother.
Little People, Big World.
Yeah, dude. Little People, such a good show.
What was the one, like 16 and pregnant?
Yeah. I think it's just pregnant at 16 or something like that.
Which that's crazy. That's a crazy show to have.
But we really grew up in a time where like things were kind of old fashioned, if you will. I don't know, it's all relative, but like very fitting that Happy Gilmore came out this week. That used to be my favorite movie. I used to tell everybody that was my favorite movie growing up, and for the longest time, I told Joe earlier, like I think my favorite movie now is Limitless.
That's a good one.
Great movie with the pills. It's kind of like Adderall and Coke combined, but like enhanced by a million.
It's a good movie.
It's just I like the concept of it a lot.
It got a little too. I don't know if you ever saw it, but they actually made a TV show about it afterwards, and it got to the point where he was like running for president, and somebody tried assassinating him. That was also on the Limitless pill, and he just like Matrix dodged it. I'm like, I get if the pill makes you smart, but it makes you John Wick.
Yeah, you're like, I don't really know how this is all going, but basically, we wanted to reminisce a little bit. Happy Gilmore's a great movie. Joe still got to watch it. Some of the best cameos. I don't know what you call it. Like just like short. Like you get. There's probably that's the movie I would say has the most famous people in it that I've ever seen.
Which, in my mind, would make it a bad movie. Typically, celebrity guest stars that are not actors don't do well. Chris said they killed it. I'll take your word for it.
I won't say
you're telling me that
it,
Xander Schauffele is apparently a good actor.
Yeah, I don't think he has one line in it, but like Scotty Scheffler's like gets arrested and he's like, not again.
Oh,
it's like, dude, it's
so they're
so
really
perfect.
just playing into these tropes of people's real lives.
Dude, it's so perfect. They like take shots at Live Golf because it's like a whole other golf league and shit, and like
half the golfers in the movie are in Live.
No.
DeChambeau, who else did you say was in it?
Well, doesn't DeChambeau play both?
Well, you play in the majors still. If you're in Live, you still play in the majors.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
To be honest, I thought you had to like choose. But just a lot of good actors, a lot of good movie. And honestly, like I was really worried because like if that's your favorite movie growing up and they're going to make a second one, you're kind of like, oh, they're going to kill it. They're going to kill it. And now everyone's going to be like, how is Happy Gilmore your favorite movie? But no, I think he did a good job. They like paid homage to the old movie and like reference a lot of things. And almost every important thing that happened in the first one gets referenced back to.
Which I get it. I didn't really care for the first one that much. That's a hot take. I'm probably going to catch some flack for it. But the way Chris is describing it, everybody is just the son of who was in the original movie. And it's just like pretty much a remake scene for scene with just a lot more famous people in it.
Yeah.
So as somebody that didn't like the first one, that sounds like ass to me.
I loved it. And it's like a play on basically Adam Sandler's an alcoholic and has to like he loses everything and has to like play good golf again to whatever.
And they also just fucked over John Daly.
Yeah.
They're like, look at this old alcoholic. What an idiot.
Yeah, he's just drinking hand sanitizer the whole movie, and you're like, damn, like they did my boy dirty. Like,
yeah,
he's
that's a real life problem that he has.
So, in honor of that, in honor of like just looking back at things,
this is going down too quick.
Dude, that's what I'm saying. I might not drink my Coors. I might just be drinking this.
I really hope this is not 3 buzzballs in here because I'm already drinking like a whole buzzball.
Yeah, we'll see how this goes. But I'm kind of bought into the buzzball here today. But some other things that shaped my childhood, man. And I was thinking about this and kind of talking to Joe earlier. Like I think we grew up in the coolest era possible for technology.
Mm-hmm.
We got to experience what it was like to have a flip phone. We got to experience what it was like to have an iPod Touch, to have an iPod Nano. Like we had devices that you would only listen to music on. You know,
the only exterior app it had on it was Snake.
Yeah, exactly. And then you were like on LimeWire trying to like illegally download like
Derpy
music. Yeah,
that was the website I used.
Use Derpy. I use LimeWire.
Fair.
But just all that old stuff and like it brings back all the old memories. Like you paid $1 a song or like $2 a song to just have it.
It was YouTube to MP3 all day.
Yeah, I mean, there's ways around it, like which you found out real quickly, but.
Also, you probably didn't have this because you're an only child, but when I was growing up, it was so funny because it was me and George sharing a phone, and we had like a 500 texts per month limit or something like that. It was just so much beef, dude. If somebody hit 300 texts early in the month, you're like, dude, what the fuck are you doing?
Well, that's what I was thinking about is like the old slide phones. Like Not even the flip phone. Like it would just be a phone and you slide it to text or whatever. Um, I just remember the conversations I would have with people in like sixth grade, and it would literally be the dumbest shit of all
You
time.
remember that?
Yeah, it would be like me trying to flirt with a girl, and I'd be like, "Let's play 21 questions. What's
Yeah.
your favorite color?" And then the next one would be like,
Do you love me?
Do you love me? Like,
Yeah.
do you want a hug tomorrow?"
Dude, my favorite one I remember is you'd ask a girl, it's like, so who do you have a crush on right now? And she'd give you like her top three. And if you were in the top three, you're like, let's fucking go. I'd be like, who do you have a crush on? I'd be number two. And I'm like, I'm fucking so close, dude.
Yeah,
I got to beat out.
And when you could see people's old Snapchat best friends,
Oh,
and
yeah.
you were like in the top three, and then all of a sudden, if you weren't, you were like, oh,
Yeah, you'd get pissed about that
Yeah,
shit.
like,
Or if somebody broke a
what?
streak, dude,
yeah,
couldn't.
yeah. But like those were the days, bro. Like they were trying to figure it out. Do you remember
Kick.
Kick?
Dude,
Yeah,
Kick, we used to be fucking around on Kick.
yeah.
Holy
Kick
shit.
was where you were mischievous.
I used to just go in Call of Duty lobbies and just be like, are there any girls in here? And if there was, I'd be like, what's your Kick?
You were flirting from Call of Duty lobbies.
Big time.
Well, that's the thing too. Is like the video games, bro. Old MW2 lobbies, like Black Ops lobbies, like
That was bad news.
when everyone was talking to each other. That like made my childhood. Like if I didn't have that experience, I'd probably be a softie. You know?
Yeah.
I'd probably be like hurt when people are like, you know.
I definitely know half as many slurs.
Yeah.
It was funny.
That's true.
Do you ever bully in video games? I remember Minecraft when it was pretty early. You know how you always respawn in your bed?
Mm-hmm.
There's this kid, Matt Marion, that we would just kill him. He'd respawn in his bed and you just sit there, and every time he got up, you would just kill him until he logged off.
Yeah. I got in trouble for bullying Chase on a video game. Shout out Chase.
Sounds right.
But it was bad. It was like bad bullying. It wasn't me. I was just a bystander, but there was like a, you know, whatever.
You're sporting it.
I
What was
did.
your gamer tag?
When I was young, it was rock and roll.
That's pretty good.
Now it's
Oh, dude, that's so good.
yeah, right.
Rock and roll?
Yeah,
Oh, that's fire.
isn't that fire?
That's so good.
But then I got to like 7th or 8th grade, and I changed it to Lonely Nigel.
Yeah, I remember that.
Lonely Nigel's still the gamer tag till this day.
It sounds like a fucking default ass.
I like it though. It's just like clean, you know.
Yeah.
There's no numbers. There's no like symbols or anything. It's just like clean gamer tag.
Mine was always Funky Moses 123.
Dude, everyone's gamer tags are so funny, bro.
Yeah.
I wish that Instagram handles and Twitter handles like were gamer tags.
Yeah.
And, like you made it like a fake alias instead of like your actual name.
Yeah.
But no, like just going through the video game era, bro. Like thinking through. I started with a GameCube.
Mm-hmm.
I had GameCube, DS. I was playing Game Boy for forever, dude.
You didn't have anything before that? Like you didn't start on N64 or Super Nintendo or anything like that?
I have an NES. I did not start with like Super Nintendo or N64, but I do have an NES. I feel like Wii was probably the first game system I like abused.
Oh yeah. I was
and just
logging
played all the
hours
time.
on that
Do
shit.
you ever see the clips that are like when your parents are arguing about finances in the kitchen and you're just like fucking playing Guitar Hero in the living room? You're like, you know, whatever.
Tear going down your face.
That was my childhood. There's literally
Yeah.
just me like on Wii, just like playing Wii tennis or like Wii baseball, and my parents are like going through bankruptcy, and I'm like, oh,
Damn.
shit, like whatever.
Dude, I gotta grind. I gotta make it to the league.
I'm like, can you please buy me Harry Potter for the GameCube?
Dude, when I was young, we went over to like a very nice house, and it was like young enough to where it was like the first really fucking big TV I ever saw. We were playing Wii bowling, and I was like, I'm not putting that fucking wrist strap on. That's just gay. And then I was like, whoop, right on my hand and just smashed a fucking hole right in the middle. Dude, I think it was like literally, like comically, the Wii remote was lodged into the
Yes.
fucking TV screen.
That happened at my house too.
Did
Like
it?
it was like we had a family party. Everyone came over and we were playing Wii bowling, and then someone threw it and it's stuck in the ceiling.
That's almost funnier. How hard was he trying to fucking throw
That's
it?
what I'm saying.
He's
But
trying to
dude,
get a little bit of fucking angle.
yeah, he's trying to get the spin on it. You know?
Yeah.
They're trying to get that flick at the end so you can curve it. But dude, that is like all time memory. And then you would have. I remember I had a cousin that would come over, Derek, and he
Shout
would
out
just
Derek.
he would just rip.
Derek lick my balls, dude.
He would just rip Guitar Hero. He would
That's
just
fire.
rip Guitar Hero, and literally like, he was the only one I knew growing up that could play Through the Fire and Flames on Expert.
Holy shit.
Yeah, and he would
could?
just come over for family parties, and I'd be like, "You want to play Guitar Hero? Like, I want to watch." And he would just like do it, and I was like, "This is the coolest thing I've ever seen in my entire life.
Dude, isn't that funny? I used to do that shit with George. I would be perfectly content because he was really good at like
Yeah.
the old video games. I just watched him crush Mario 64.
Mm-hmm.
Just like speedrun that shit. He was so fucking good at it.
Mm-hmm. When I get older, I want to have like a basement or like separate room in my house or something. That's
Game
just.
room.
But I want to have like. I went to this guy's house like a year ago. He was actually Kramer's friend, and he had all the old systems,
Yeah.
all the old games, and he had it so it was like a bunch of shelves on his wall where it was like every game, and just so cool to look at, so cool to like be like, oh damn, like I never played N64, but like all those games were out and like all the other shit, and I was like, damn, bro, like this guy's like, I mean, he was probably like 32, 33, so he's like making real money and
Yeah.
like already set and established, so like he was chilling, but it's just cool to see, and
It is.
it's super nostalgic.
The only other funny Wii memory I have is, do you ever play Super Smash Bros. Brawl on
Yeah, of course.
on the Wii? So I fucking love that game. I still have it in my apartment. I'm like 92% of the way through the campaign, but I figured out this like not a glitch or a cheat code, but Bowser has that move where he'll grab somebody and like do a backflip and like belly slam them. But if you're on one of those maps where you can like fall off the edge, if you grab somebody in the right spot, you can just belly flop like off the fucking edge of the map, and they go down first, so they die first. So if somebody has one life left, you just grab them and sweep.
Yeah.
You know, you're basically like kamikazing, but they die first, so you win.
Yeah.
And it was just the ultimate like rage cheat code.
Yeah.
There's nothing you can do to
well, that's
defend
why I don't like when I play with people that are just like 4 or 5 years older than me. They always are trying to play on the N64, and I'm like, I can't use that controller. Like,
bro, it was the perfect controller.
Yeah, but I'm
well.
better at Super Smash on the Wii controller.
It was, I don't know, dude. That controller was just so tactilely pleasing.
Also, Mario Kart all-time game ever.
Yeah,
like if you had to say, Chris, what's probably the number one video game of all time? It almost has to be Mario Kart.
That's crazy. Dude, I know you're saying you didn't play the N64. My favorite one growing up was Pokemon Stadium, and they had some side games that you could play. Do you know Lickitung?
I have played, yes.
Do you know the sushi one?
Yeah, I have done the side games. They almost have a whole mode where you can play side games only.
Yeah, and you would load like the snake on the Digitugs or whatever.
Yeah.
Whatever they're called. But
Digitoads?
The fucking Diglets, dude. It's
Diglets,
yeah. But the one with Lickitung where you'd go around, you'd slurp up the fucking sushi, and then every once in a while you get the hot one, and his head would start flaming, and you'd be like, ah! Dude, it's so good.
Yeah. But that kind of, so when I started, it was Game Boy.
Yep.
And then, like Pokemon.
Mostly.
Like, mainly Pokemon.
Do you remember I played like Spider-Man?
I think I played SpongeBob. There was like a SpongeBob game.
There was a SpongeBob game. I also had some like, you could get SpongeBob or Pokemon just movies basically. That was a Game Boy cartridge, and you'd plug it in there, and it would just play a movie.
Yeah.
Which is so funny because it's like a fucking like 6-pixel, like barely colorized, 2-inch large screen.
Yeah.
This is the perfect way to watch a movie.
Yeah. But I like remember that, and then GameCube. I was playing like Harry Potter on the GameCube.
The beans? Were you playing the bean one?
No.
Where you go around and collect beans?
I don't think so. I don't remember the beans.
I don't know which one I'm thinking of, but it was like magic beans, and if you collected enough, it'd like let you unlock a spell, basically.
Maybe that was it. But I remember something funny was I never had bad eyesight, but I had, you know how you're supposed to have 20/20?
Sick flex, dude.
You know how you're supposed to...
Nice.
You know how
super happy for you.
You know how you're supposed to have 20/20 vision?
Yeah.
I had 19/20.
That's so fucking weird. What's wrong with
I remember my mom got
Is that even how that works?
I think
No.
so.
It had to have been 2019. Because the reason it's like 20/20, which I figured this out through my endeavors, but it's either feet or yards, but 20/20 vision means like any normal person, I think it's yards, but it's like if any normal person should be able to see this clearly from 20 yards away. So like the first number stays constant. It's like 20 yards. And then the second number is like what it actually feels like as far as how far away you are. So like my vision is like, I haven't went in a while, but it's like 25,000. So like something 20 yards away feels like it's 5,000 yards away.
Whoa.
Yeah. Isn't that crazy? That's why it's called that.
25. You have 25,000 vision?
Yeah. Kind of lit, dude.
That is kind of dope.
It's a good rage.
High score.
Yo, do I score a lot?
But yeah, so I was like one off. It was like I didn't really need glasses that bad.
It wouldn't even impact you.
But it was like, but the guy that I went to for glasses, or like the eye doctor, he told me, and this is probably would never happen these days. There's probably different solutions, but he told me if you go, he's like, what I want you to do before he was going to prescribe me glasses. He was like, before I do this, I want you to go and play a bunch of video games, and I want you to wear an eye patch on your good eye.
Yeah.
And then you're going to train your bad eye to get better. And I was like,
I don't
sick.
think that's how that works.
I was like, this is dope. So and it was like mandated that I had to play like 2 to 4 hours of video games per day.
I don't think that guy was a doctor.
And I was like, this is so sick. I was like, my mom was like, are you serious? Like, he has to play more video games than he's playing right now? So I would just be grinding the GameCube.
Mom, I'm training my eye.
I was like, I'm working. I'm in the lab. I'm trying to get better.
Your right eye's just jacked as fuck.
So that's what I did. I did it for like a year. I like wore an eye patch, and then they ended up giving me glasses. I wore them for a year and never wore glasses again.
You don't feel like you need them now?
No, I don't think anything's off. I feel pretty good about it. But
I mean, 2019, whatever it is, that seems pretty inconsequential. My favorite was it was like after everything happened, and it was like very. I obviously knew where I stood, and I was going to like the doctor for something. You know how one of the first things they always make you do is look at that fucking chart with the letters. The lady was like, "All right, like Sam, you gotta look at the chart." And I was like, "I'm not gonna be able to see any of it." And she was like, "Just do it. Like we have to." And I'm like, "I'm telling you, the answer is like, no, I'm not gonna see it." And she was like, "Just do it. I have." And so I stand up there, and she's like, "Cover your right eye." And I was like, "Fine." And she was like, "What is the top row saying?" I was like, "I have no fucking idea, lady." It made me so mad.
Yeah, I'd be frustrated too. Did you try to guess, or did you just?
No,
because could you imagine if like you were going through what you were going through, but you guessed everything perfect,
dude?
They're like, nothing's wrong.
Actually, yeah. Got out of here scot-free. They had no idea.
Yeah, I'm still driving till this day. Like, dude, that'd be crazy.
That was also like when I got my license renewed, and or I had to get renewed because we were going to Canada. I needed to get the enhanced license because my passport wasn't going to be in on time. And my dad was in there with me, and he's filling out the form with me. And it was like almost a Spider-Man meme because one of the questions was like basically like, can you still see good enough to drive? And it's like me looking at my dad, and then the Secretary of State worker. The Secretary of State worker is looking at me and my dad. My dad's looking at me and the worker. We're all like,
the Spider-Man meme.
Yeah, like we're all just staring at each other, and I was like, no.
Drive what?
It depends on.
Yeah.
What are we specifically talking about?
But no, so it was interesting to live through the transitions of technology, though, because we got DSs, and DSs were the first one where you could kind of communicate with other people
locally.
You could
local communication in the Picto chat.
I forget what it was called, but
Picto
yeah,
chat.
it was Picto chat. But I think that there was a name for it. It was like local VPN or like local
LAN.
I thought that was when you're like plugged in, but whatever.
Fucking no. I'm not a fucking scientist, dude.
Dude, these balls are hitting me quick.
Like drunk, dude. I think I'm drunk. I don't know, dude. I'm scared.
Something about a buzzball, dude. I don't know what it is.
We could.
I feel good though.
Yeah, I'm not feeling bad, but it's also like 11 a.m.
Yeah, facts.
We got to be up for at least another 14 hours.
I got 18 holes to play, and I got a bar crawl and a sexy steak to get to.
Yeah.
But basically, DSs are introduced. We're in about 3rd or 4th grade, which is young for us. We get to, which honorable mention, Jelly Car, honorable mention, Doodle Jump, honorable mention, what's that, Flappy Bird?
Flappy Bird. That was a little bit after. Like now we're getting into it was Jetpack Joyride.
Like it was great
Flappy
when you
Bird.
had a flip phone and an iPod Touch.
Yep.
So great.
It was sick nasty.
It was
Beast
YOLO
mode.
swag.
It was YOLO swag for sure.
But at that point in time, at my school, we did a 4th grade trip to the capital of Michigan, Lansing.
What?
What?
I thought it was Washington, D.C.
Well, no, that was 8th grade. We went to Washington. In 4th grade, I went to Lansing, Michigan.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Wait.
Or maybe it was like 6th or 7th grade.
My shit was like 4th grade camp, and then 5th grade we just went to Mackinac.
You went to Mackinac for 5th grade?
I think so.
Did you guys ride tandem
I
bikes when you went
did
there?
with my buddy Jeffrey Duncan's dad. I don't know why I was on the bike with him.
It was just you and him?
Yeah,
That's creepy.
a little bit. Looking back on it,
You were probably in the back.
he was
too.
wearing some low
Hold on, let me
inch
see.
shorts.
Never mind.
But
But
yeah, I was in the back. I'm not fucking steering around that island. I don't know.
you're too young.
Island boy.
I'm an island
So, anyways,
boy.
Chris is going to the Capitol.
Yeah, so 4th grade, we took a trip to Lansing. We were just gonna go like check out the Capitol for the day.
Which
And,
Chris
like,
has a long track record of going to the Capitol.
No, I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't say that.
Mm.
But what I will say is, technology may have been advancing too far for its time at that point because I was too young to comprehend what was good and what was bad.
Repercussions of our actions. How widespread
In
it could
school, I was reading fake books. I was like, I'm gonna read all the Harry Potter books. I don't know if anybody remembers. I think it was
be.
called
Fake books?
It was called like Aragon.
Are you thinking of fiction?
No, by fake books I mean
Aragon,
I would-
the dragon one?
yes. I
Yeah.
would pretend to
Horrible
read.
movie.
I would pretend to read the biggest books that were out there because it gave me a way to be like, just go ask my teacher a bunch of questions and not actually read.
Yeah, Chris was full fucking LeBron Jamesing. Just he had the biggest book upside down, pretending to read it.
Pretty much. That's what I was doing in 4th grade. And DS is out. Everybody's got a DS. We're going to the Capitol of Michigan. And we're all on a bus. And mind you, like everyone's parents are the chaperones on these trips. And we get on the bus, everyone's on their DSs, everyone's playing their games, but also everyone's in this Picto chat. And I'm sitting next to my boy Chase. Shout out my boy. He just got a new apartment in Chicago.
Don't implicate him.
PA. I'm going to implicate him because we were in this together. And we're going to Lansing. You're good.
Sorry.
We're going to Lansing. And I'll never forget this. Like, this was before, terrorism.
It was peak terrorism damn near. It was like full hunt for Osama. But it was before everybody took everything seriously and you could say shit candidly without repercussions.
Correct.
Now you're on a fucking watch list if you try to say anything.
Right. So,
especially as a child.
Yeah. So, mind you, 4th grade. We're all on the DS. We're all on Picto Chat. Chase and I are sitting next to each other. We're on the bus. We're on the way there.
Yeah.
And we're going, let's make fake names. Let's fuck with people here. And then I remember my name that I made. It was Slurpee123.
Very fitting.
I don't remember Chase's name. He'd probably remember.
It was Elios Galorp.
Elios Glorp, yeah. Elios Glorp Consumer 101. But basically, we are hopping in the Picto chat with everybody on the bus. And we start saying, everyone's name is who they are.
Yeah.
You know? I mean, it's like Joe, it's Chris, it's whatever. But our names were fake names. And we're like, we are on the bus. And everyone on the bus was like, oh my God. You start hearing everyone start freaking out. They're like, somebody's on the bus. We don't know who it is. What's going on? And Chase and I immediately were like, oh, we can take this to the next level. So we start going.
Let's take this a step further.
We start going, we're on top of the bus. We're on top of the bus. And we're going to harm the bus. And long story short, I won't say exactly. I will. We say, we're going to bomb the bus.
Yeah.
And at the time, everybody was freaking out. Everyone thought it was real, which Slurpee123 and whoever else, I wouldn't think that was real if it was me on the other end of it.
Why would a domestic terrorist be using DS PictoChat to disperse their threat?
I agree. That's what I think what was going through our head was everyone has to know this is a joke and it's somebody that's actually one of us. Long story short, we said we were going to bomb the bus. We went through the Capitol, went on the whole visit, and then my teacher the next day was mad at us. Obviously, she found out what happened. We didn't get expelled, suspended, or anything. It was 4th grade, but we did have to write her a paper. We had to write her a paper apologizing, and that was all I did. So I apologized for it, and I learned from my lesson, and I never have been a terrorist again since that moment in my life. But at one point, I was a terrorist.
I don't know if I'd say That's good, clean fun. Oh, dude, did those shits have Wi-Fi? How the fuck were we just connecting to each other?
I know. How did that
That's a
work?
good question. That shit was before its time.
It was. And like I should not have been using that in fourth grade.
Mm,
But
it's questionable.
so that is one example of how technology has transpired.
Went too
And it
fast.
shaped my childhood, man. Like all this shit shaped my childhood. It's like I learned
Where'd you be without John and K plus 8?
exactly. I used to watch that so much, and like
It's a
I
very
don't
weird show to watch
I
as
don't
a
know the
kid.
lore behind it, but like I'm pretty sure they got divorced. Somebody cheated on somebody else. Like
I mean, dude, the
then
family
all of a
got to
sudden
him.
you have 8 kids. Could you imagine that
No
child
offense,
support?
dude. I'd probably be like
You would cheat on
eight,
somebody if you had 8 kids.
8 kids. That's a little too many.
Yeah.
This
I
is
think
this is your fault.
I think the mom always wanted 8 kids, but John was like not about it.
Oh, no wonder he's
Yeah.
pissed. He's like, dude,
He's
eight
like, oh
fucking
my
kids.
god.
Dude, I think the world record for kids by one woman is 64.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I think so. It could even be
64
more,
kids?
dude.
There was that one
Do you ever
show.
like try and conceptualize what it would feel like to have a kid?
There was that one show that was like Octomom. She had like 8 kids at once.
Yeah. Do you ever think about that though? What it would feel like to have a
Yeah, Genghis Khan.
no, like as a woman, like a baby.
You want me to
coming in.
refill you?
Sure, just not that
Just set
much.
it down.
But dude, do you ever think about that? Because like sometimes I just like picture my pelvic muscles and like, oh, dude, that shit would hurt. I was a C-section baby though.
You were?
Yeah, they say
I was a
C-section
miracle
babies.
baby. My mom, not to like, I don't know if this is like oversharing, but my mom and dad were trying for a while and they like thought they couldn't. And then all of a sudden, randomly, they were like, oh my God, we are pregnant.
Huh? They thought they couldn't.
Yeah.
They try sex.
I think that's what they tried.
I'm just joking. That's a classic joke. Dude, to me, that's also like funny as fuck because when you're 16, you're like, it is so easy. Like if I touch a girl, she's gonna be pregnant.
Well, yeah.
And then like when you get older, it's like, why is it fucking impossible?
Yeah, true.
But anyways, what else shaped your fucking childhood, dude?
Yeah, so the only other story I really wanted to tell is I had one moment that I feel like is a moment that's unique to me that not a lot of people got to experience. Obviously. One day,
Hitting different. Dude, I'm drunk maybe.
I might be drunk. This might be the drunkest episode we have so far. These things are fucking crazy, bro.
Dude, that's why I told you the buzzball fucking challenge.
But we should have tried to finish it though, but we're not.
How much is left?
Like 3/8 big buzz.
Nice. Did you remember when we were in Chicago and I was talking about trimming my beard and Chase was like, what guard do you use? And I was like, probably 2/4 millimeters. And he was like, 2/4 millimeters?
He's like, they only come in 5, 6, 7, 8. Like, what are you talking about? Yeah, that's just funny.
That was another long day.
But no, the last thing I want to touch on, and this is a story that should go down in history. Like, if anyone writes a biography of my life, like this should be mentioned. This was like sophomore year of college. I think I was rushing our fraternity at the time.
Mm-hmm.
So I was in the group chat with 27 pledges along with myself. I was a pledge class president, but basically I go to my grandma's. My grandma, shout out her, Anita, best friend, homie. She's the GOAT. I want to get her on the podcast at some point.
Yep.
But and we're going to Soaring Eagle tomorrow, which I'm excited about. Or not tomorrow, but yeah, tomorrow.
Chris's grandma is a fucking shark.
She's GOAT. She
throws her craps dice like
with the snap.
Yeah.
But yeah, so she was up north. She asked me to water her flowers while she was up north. I go, of course, love you so much. I'll do anything.
What
for
could
you.
go wrong? Damn.
And essentially,
what was that?
What happens is I go to her house to water flowers. I'm in the backyard and I'm watering flowers. I'm looking up in the back left corner. She's got like an acre and her neighbor's got like an acre, like a lot of land back there. It's not like suburban. Well, it is, but a lot of land. And I see what I think those Chinese lanterns
Yeah.
where you light them on fire, they let them up, like whatever. So I see the Chinese lantern, what I think is a Chinese lantern,
Mm.
and I'm looking at it, I'm like,
Turned
why
out to
is
be a
there
Japanese
I'm
lantern.
like, why is somebody lighting this off? Like why is somebody doing this midday? I think it was like 3-4 o'clock on like a Saturday, like in a backyard, like kind of random, but I'm also like, I guess, like whatever, but I'm looking at it, watering flowers, and I'm looking at it, but it's standing still. It's not moving. So I'm like, and I'm always been a conspiracy guy, always been a guy that's like into UFOs, into aliens, like into investigating and learning about it. So I kind of had known about it. I think I was probably 20 or 21 at the time.
Yeah.
Probably 20. And I start recording it because I'm like, this is weird. It's standing still. It's not floating. It's not moving. It's standing still. Start recording it. And then all of a sudden it's this lantern. It's just staying still, like moving a little bit. And then just like gets super bright, shoots up in the sky. And I have it all on video. It looked like a big flame, like a big, like, I won't say a firework, but like when something kind of catches on fire real quickly.
Not to be a realist here.
Yeah.
But do you think there's a chance it was a Chinese lantern, and what you saw, was it just catching on fire, and because heat rises, it just caught fire and went up?
No, it got so bright and so big. It looked like, I don't know how I'm going to explain it. Like, have you ever seen like a fire and it's like small and contained, and then all of a sudden something like ignites it and it gets, yeah, it's like real quick, real big. It was like that, and it got huge, and it just shot straight up in the sky,
into space, and disappeared
straight up into this, into space. I couldn't see it anymore. Mind you, I recorded the whole thing. I'm on my phone. I'm like, what is this? And then I'm zooming in on it, and then it gets really bright, really big, and just shoots straight up. And I record it, and I'm like, I just got a UFO. I literally got a UFO. I mean, I literally have video of a UFO on my phone.
We got it.
And I had known at the time, like, everybody, whoever records a UFO video, their video always gets deleted, or that's what they claim. And I'm not going to be that guy. I was like, I'm not going to be the guy who gets a video of a UFO and loses it, or like something happens. So I remember I sent it to our pledge class, 27 people. There's people that can attest to this, that they saw the video, Pat included, but sent it to the pledge class on Snapchat. I took it on Snapchat, but sent it to the pledge class, saved it to my Snap memories, downloaded the video on my phone, and then I even took the extra step of downloading the video to my phone, creating a link to the video, and putting the link to the video on a Google Doc.
Okay.
I
didn't even know you could do that.
I woke up the next morning, deleted.
Everything?
Everything. Gone. Now, my mistake was I captioned it like, holy fuck, is this a UFO? So like the government could have known that. They could have raised some red flags.
Yeah, that's very interesting.
But ever since that day, I've been like, yeah, I believe in that shit.
Like Fox Mulder.
It was like
X-Files.
a hovering.
The truth is
it was
out
like
there.
a hovering light, and then it got really bright, really big, and then just shot straight up. But like shot straight up in a way like there's no way a Chinese lantern is fucking
could have physically done that,
shooting up like that. So
that's interesting. I mean, it just recently. Now they're starting to release shit about UFOs, obviously, but I also think that's just like a decoy trying to distract us from something else.
Yeah,
I've been looking into this shit. I mean, it's a long time conspiracy. There's something I've been looking to. I forget the name of the cover up, but Eisenhower went on a family vacation to somewhere in California, and they say that when he was down there, he said he chipped his tooth on a bottle and then had to go to the dentist, but there was no record of him ever being in the dentist. And around that time, it was heavy alien conspiracy type deal. So a lot of people speculate that he was going to meet with an alien life form.
Really?
Something I'm looking into there. I think that there's a long-standing sort of like truce pact understanding between the U.S. government and alien life where we work together, cooperate. We know they're there. We have some of their technology. I mean, that's like all conspiratorial, but I don't see why we would still be like the world superpower. I know we have a large GDP, but we're in a lot of debt, like a lot of
Yeah.
disarray. Like it's very hard to invade us,
Yeah.
but we also have a lot of enemies. The only reason why I see that shit being contained is we have some sort of like alien backup or like alien technology
Yeah.
where it's like, yeah, try it. I'd love to see you try it. You
True.
know,
True. What I will say
because nobody
is
ever tries us, dude.
topic for another day, bro.
Yeah.
Topic for another day is UFOs, aliens, extraterrestrial beings.
Can I tell one story kind of similar that
Yeah.
kind of shaped my childhood? I think this is why I'm such a scaredy cat, but my dad used to always tell me that you've been to my parents' house, you know
Yeah.
the pole barn?
Yeah.
Now there's that fence wrapped behind it. My
Yeah.
dad told me this from like a very young age. And I think this is why I'm always like scared of the dark and looking over my shoulder. It's not even that crazy, but he said he was just letting out our dog one night and it was pretty late at night. And he's like, just kind of sitting there and he like looks over by the fence of the pole barn and there's a guy in a trench coat and like almost like a fedora top hat type deal and some like weird old school hat, like a guy that looked from like he was from the past. And the guy was just staring at my dad. And my dad normally carries what his gun was inside, and he was like, he told the dog like the dog was growling, and that's how he noticed it first. He was like, "Hold up!" And he's like, "Hey, what are you doing here?" or whatever. And the guy just calmly looked at him and then walked behind the fence. And my dad ran in, grabbed his gun, and like ran around the fence. The guy was gone.
Whoa, bro.
Isn't that scary?
Yeah.
Dude, it gives me chills thinking about it.
It does, bro.
Dude, and he told me that from a young age. And he also used to tell me really good like ghost stories and shit before I go to bed.
Yeah.
That's how I learned. Did I ever show you my spooky whistle?
No.
Right.
How do you do that?
That's how I learned how to do it. You got to kind of like blow out, like turn your lips into an O. And
do that again. Do that again. That's crazy.
That's my spooky whistle. My dad used to pull that shit out on me when I was like 5 years old, and I'd get so scared. Yeah, he told me that shit because that would be his wind sound effect. He'd be like telling a story about like a vampire and how like the people were going up to his castle, and then he'd make that noise for the wind, and I would just be crying. He's a good scary story. Scary story.
We need to have a full episode on like alien conspiracy, like extraterrestrial conspiracy theories.
I'm so down.
I would love that shit. I eat that shit up. But okay, that's sorry to make it. I love talking about the past. Yeah. I love talking about all that, and like we could obviously almost create an episode off everything we just talked about. But what have you been up to the last week, 2 weeks? Like I know we hung out last night, but
yeah,
what you been up to, bro?
I know you already asked. It's like engaged life. It's been good. Vibes have been high, but like honestly, we really haven't done a shit ton, or at least not that notable. I have to tell Chris, but one funny thing that happened, we were pulling up to Ferndale. It was me and some of my work buddies, and I go to Ferndale a lot. The kid that was driving really doesn't. We were trying to find a space to park, and like there's some street parking, and we were trying to remember what the rules were as far as street parking because there weren't any signs. Yeah. And there was like a point where the concrete changed. And I was like, we were like talking about, I was like, no, dude, like, I think if you're past like the point where the concrete changes, you're good. And he's like, I don't know. But eventually I convinced him. And then we pulled up past that point and we're like, all right, bro, we're chilling. Like, we were like so proud of ourselves. We were like, we figured this shit out. We dapped up. And then as soon as we get out of the car, like a Ferndale, like parking maid or what do they call them? like
the police, parking enforcers or whatever.
It was literally like she crawled from underneath the car. I don't know how she was directly next to the car, but as soon as we get out, she's like right behind the trunk. She's like, can't park here. Like, what the fuck, dude? Like, we're so proud of ourselves for figuring it out. But she's like, no, you're like 20 feet from a fire hydrant. And we were like, where? And it was like across the fucking street. And we were like, what are you talking about? She's like, Michigan rule, dude. And she was on a power trip or whatever. But my buddy was like, all right, like my bad, I didn't know. Like if I pull forward a little bit, is that fine? And she was like, are you serious? Did you not learn this in your driver's ed course? And he's like, I'm 27. That was 13 years ago. And she was, I don't know. It was just funny to me, like how we took so much time delineating the proper way to do it. And she was right behind the car. But besides that, I mean, I saw the new Superman. I know you're not much of a superhero film guy.
For chat that doesn't know, I hate superhero movies. It's hard for me to buy in when I'm like, anything could happen because it's a superhero movie.
Well, you're probably going to agree with this point then. So you're not going to watch it, right?
No.
All right. Well, for you at home, if you haven't seen the superhero or Superman movie and you plan on watching it, skip forward about a minute. But basically, one of my least favorite things that can happen in a superhero movie, especially a superhero like Superman, who's the Man of Steel, he should be invincible, is when he just gets his ass kicked for the entire fucking movie.
Yeah.
And then there's one thing that happens towards the end, and all of a sudden he's the fucking goat again. You know what I mean? So, like, the whole movie, he was like, just getting his ass whooped left and fucking right, like verge of death. And then in the movie, so like it's part of the comics too, but like in the movie, one of the things was his dog Crypto, and like it's Super Dog basically.
Has that always been his dog's name?
Yeah, and it was like a very like pretty small part of the movie until he's been getting his ass whooped the entire fucking movie, and at the end he's basically like on the verge of death, and then he like whistles for his dog, and the dog comes in and saves the fucking day, and then he gets up and he's like all cocky again.
Right.
And then Lex Luthor's the bad guy in it, and he like calls in his last people, and he's like, kill him. And Superman basically says something like, I'd like to see you try. And I was like, dude, you've basically been fucking dead this whole movie.
Yeah.
Now you're gonna be this cocky douchebag.
Yeah.
It made me so mad because I hate it when the superheroes just getting his ass beat the entire time. Because if I'm watching a superhero movie, I want him to be a beast. But also, I hate it when some exterior force saves the superhero, and it's nothing they did on their own volition.
Literally, like I'm going to a Superman movie, and the dog is
Crypto was the hero.
Yeah,
like, he saved the fucking world. Yeah, so bad.
That's why I don't like superhero movies. I have been like increasing my movie going experience. I recently have become an AMC Premiere or AMC Stubs Premiere member.
Congratulations!
You know what? Let's all clap it up for that.
It's big time. This has been a long day coming, and I'm proud to see you finally get there.
We talked about it earlier on a different episode. Like that's the theater, bro.
Mm-hmm.
That is the theater to
it's
go
a spot.
to. And there's not a lot of AMCs out there. They got all the movie popcorn buckets. They got all the experiences, and you feel like a home movie. You can put your own butter on it.
Mm-hmm.
You don't have to get charged extra to get butter on it. And
which again, I've never heard of a movie theater doing that.
Imagine does that shit.
Do they?
Yes.
I don't do butter on my popcorn.
And they go, would you like soy butter, or would you like to upgrade $2 more for real butter? And
would you like to kill yourself?
I would like to fucking stab you in the face if you're gonna ask me if I want real butter for $2.
If you say soy butter to me one more fucking time, I'm jumping over this fucking counter.
Yeah.
I don't care if you're 16 and maybe autistic. I will kill you.
Exactly. So AMC, I made my call. That's my theater. And I always we go there.
Yeah.
Joe and I have gone on a lot of dates.
We love movies.
We do.
Shout out Letterboxd. Follow us on Letterboxd.
Yeah, hop on Letterboxd. Like we'd love to see your reviews. I'm gonna start going a lot more, but with the membership, it's like $17 a year, and you get free upgrades. So like whatever you get free upgrades to the large popcorn, the large drink, which is already GOAT. Yeah. You get a free large popcorn, free large drink on your birthday, which is tomorrow. And then you get, it's for everybody, but it's like half off movies on Wednesday or Tuesdays, Wednesdays. I'm trying to think about what else you get, but basically like there's some perks on there, bro. And like now, remember how there's two lines? There's like the line for the fast people. Pass. And then there's line for the fast pass. I'm in the fast pass line now.
Dude, another funny side note with that, it reminded me of one time me and Noah were driving up to Mount Pleasant. We stopped at a Taco Bell, and he was like, what do you want? And I was like, double-decker taco. And he tried ordering that, and they were like, we haven't had that since 2014.
Yeah.
Fuck. But we were just at MJR with my family watching Superman, and I go up to the counter, and I'm like, one moviegoer special, please. And she was like, is that like a hot dog? And I was like, what? Like back in the day, it was like a large popcorn and a drink.
Yeah.
And she was like, what the fuck are you talking about? I guess they haven't had it in like 10 years. I don't know why. I thought,
fuck that shit, bro. And AMC shouts out their fucking premiere members before every movie.
Yeah.
So when I went with my girlfriend, I was like, that's me.
Yeah.
This is me. Like I'm on one of these.
You're basically a stockholder.
Oh, one of the options is like, did you invest in AMC? And I said yes, because I have like $20 in AMC. And they're like, so now it's like, Premier Stubbs member and investor.
Double up, dude.
Premier investor. I'm like,
They
this
just put
is
you up in like the
so
top
sick.
fucking box next to the fucking projector or
So
like
dope.
the
I
whatever
feel
it is,
great
the
when I go
camera.
to the movies now. I feel
That's
so
lit.
good.
Are we looking at time?
We are. We're already at like 55.
All
So
right.
we do have pretty much. I just want to fill in myself. Joe and I have a couple things to say. We'll make it quick. When Joe was proposing, I didn't know it, but you guys saw like I was drinking Gatorade and shit last week.
You remember from the last episode where Chris coughed and he says, "Sorry about the cough, chat."
Yeah.
Who could forget that moment?
Yeah, I didn't think it was that bad. I'll try and make it quick. I had bronchitis, bro.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
Ain't nobody got time for that, bro.
Damn.
Like, god damn. So,
and me and Chris are both very much so not go to the doctor type guys.
Yeah, I haven't been to the doctor in like 7 years. So,
yeah.
I had bronchitis a week before Joe proposed. I was like feeling a little bit off, waking up with night sweats. Long story short, after Joe proposed, the next like Monday, Tuesday, so it was like 3 days after, I woke up. I like thought, I was like, all right, like this is bad. I went to work one day. I went to urgent care, and I was like, I went to urgent care like 20 minutes before they closed.
Yeah.
And they were trying to rip everything so quick. They were like, you ever do the breathing treatment at the same time that we take an IV from you? I'm like, do it. Like, I'd rather get this all done earlier.
Pump me full of
like,
whatever.
And then my girlfriend's a nurse. She's mad because they told me, they were like checking my calves, and they told me that like I could have had a blood clot that moved from my calf to my chest.
Yeah.
And I could have like died.
Happens.
And she's like, nobody should bring that up. Like, that should not be brought up unless it's actually like they can
That's
tell
a possibility.
you that it happened. It is, but she should not have brought it up because like it wasn't what happened.
Like saying the worst case scenario.
Literally, she was like, some guy came in last week and this is what happened. And I'm like, so do I have to worry about a blood clot now? Like, what the fuck?
Tell me I got a fucking calf blood clot.
So I go to an urgent care on a like Wednesday, and then they assess me, they prescribe me shit, they do whatever. But my prescription, it's my fault. I didn't know what CVS to pick because I didn't know which one was 24 hours. So I picked one that conveniently did not open till 10 a.m. the next day. So I couldn't get my meds till the next day. And then the next day, I woke up and I couldn't stop coughing from 6:30 in the morning until 9:30 in the morning. I've never had a situation where I couldn't stop coughing for 3 hours straight.
Yeah.
And I called my mom, and she's a nurse, and she was like, come to my hospital, like go to the ER. So basically I go to the ER. The only thing that pissed me off about it was they kept asking me the same questions. Like, the respiratory person came in, what are your symptoms? The person for the x-ray came in, what are your symptoms? The doctor came in, what are your symptoms? The nurse that was helping me, what are your symptoms? And I couldn't stop coughing. And I was like, just give me medicine. Like, just give me fucking something so I stop coughing.
You guys are fucking talking to each other out there?
Because the whole time I'm coughing, I couldn't get it out. And I was like, I can't breathe. I can't talk. I can't, I'm like, whatever.
That's going to be fire
I'm
on
waking up
to
with
listen
like,
back to.
I'm like, I'm waking up with night sweats and all this shit's happening to me. And like, whatever. So, long story short, I watched 2 Rocky movies. I was there from like 9:30 till 2. They gave me some steroids. They gave me some antibiotics. They gave me, first time hitting an inhaler.
It's fire, dude.
Kind of dope, bro.
Yeah.
It was kind of dope. But
good fucking
basically,
shit.
I got in, I got out, and I did have bronchitis. They didn't know if it was pneumonia or mono for a while.
Which is crazy.
That
seems like it should be like pretty easy to discern.
Well, it was because my white blood cell count was so high they couldn't tell.
Should I make the same joke?
Yeah,
You don't see many white bloods. Come on.
So basically that was that, and I'm over it now. I'm better. I still am
First day out.
A little bit of a cough, but
we were saying free Chris, now Chris free. Come on.
I'm pretty much good. so that happened. I'm good now. Something I'll go over quickly. We're at an hour, bro. We're already pushing it.
We kind of got to get.
But
What time is it?
what time is it right now?
Yeah.
Joe's got his golf outing soon too. It's 11:37.
All right, we're good. Rip it.
So I got after all that, or actually it was before all that happened. My girlfriend met my family. I haven't updated you guys in a while, but things have been going good. Things are great. She's an amazing person. She understands me. She's also a nurse, so she was helping me through everything.
She's the executive producer of this episode.
True, she did help us out with this episode, but she met my family, and I'll keep it quick. But like, my family is just so hard to meet, man. It's like you're going through a war when you meet them for the first time. And she met them, and it's like, I'll keep it quick. My grandma is old, and I love my grandma, and I really do want to get her on for an episode because she got no filter. She'll be so funny.
She likes buzzballs.
She does. We bought her a coffee buzzball.
Wild move.
She's so funny.
That is like, if I was going to euthanize an old person, I'd give him 3 coffee buzzballs. Like, drink this and you'll
If my grandma
die.
comes on, she's definitely going to be drinking Bailey's and coffee.
Hell yeah.
Like Bailey's
Hell
or
yeah.
like White Russian. Like, we're drinking White Russians on that episode.
Let's go.
But my grandma, couple drinks, falls. She's old. She's 88. She falls.
Shout out Patrick Kane.
My girlfriend
Patrick
and my
Kane
mom
here for the GMO. Come on.
My girlfriend and my mom are both nurses, so they assist her, they help her, and they do everything they can. And thankfully, it was a slow, easy fall where she didn't get too hurt.
It was one of those that happened in slow motion.
But it felt like I watched it too. Like, I never actually watched it, which was kind of hard for me to watch. But my girlfriend, bless her heart, doesn't save her, but like helps her. You know what I mean? Her and my mom are like immediately like behind, like helping her get up, helping her sit down, helping her get all the blood and everything off. And then after that, not even 2 minutes later, like, I'm in the garage with Brian. I'm like venting to him, like, it's just so hard to watch. Not even 2 minutes later, I'm like sitting outside, and I'm like, is that a groundhog in the back? And Brian, my stepdad, is wearing a full American flag outfit. He's wearing an American flag shirt, American flag pants. And he goes upstairs,
like,
and he goes
Rex Kwando.
Yes. And he goes upstairs. He goes.
How do you think I
he
got
goes
these
in
pants?
his room. He grabs his rifle out of his room, and he goes out the bathroom on the second floor. And he just shoots at the groundhog like 3 times and misses. But like, the groundhog runs away.
I don't blame him. Do they have a duck?
Yeah, they do.
Those shits eat up ducks. I've had to kill probably 4 groundhogs in my day.
Damn.
Dude, me and my dad we were trapping out there. We were fucking shooting at groundhogs. Dude, they go in, they just fucking destroy your deck.
Yeah.
Can't have that.
That's what he was mad about. So he's like, I can't let that shit get close to my house.
Mm.
So anyways, I was just like, bless her heart, you know. She like helped my grandma and then watched Brian shoot at a groundhog. And then I'm like,
that'd be funny if you had like an old school like fucking yeah, like fucking Vietnam War AK-47. like with like the fucking like curved mag, you know, banana clip.
Yeah, he's just
ripping off rounds in the backyard.
Spraying in the backyard. Yeah, shit's so funny.
All right, hey, we've already come this far. Are we fucking ripping gem of the week?
Yeah.
All right, let's fucking rip it. My gem of the week. Oh wait, I'm going second, aren't I?
No, you got. Yeah, you are.
All right, Chris is gonna go first.
Gem of the week, another classic, obviously. You know what? Let's do like a quick like little shooter of this before we go.
Dude, I'm hammered. You are setting me up for failure.
I know. I don't want you to play golf wild, though.
My team has a chance of winning. I said that Rex Ryan, like, last year we flew under the radar. If you guys are fine with that, whatever, fuck that. He's like, the best place to be is when expectations are high. Let's go out there and prove everybody right. Give us your best game. We don't care.
We'll make it quick, though. Gem of the week.
Beat you.
My gem of the week is, I have a 2011. 2011 Ford Escape from my grandma. Shout out her. Speaking of my grandma.
Mm-hmm. You
And
guys don't remember from the other episode where I jokingly said she was a drug mule? A lot of callbacks in this episode.
she gave it to me when I was 16, and I've had it ever since. So 10 years,
Yeah.
which is fucking crazy.
Mm.
10 years from then. But she gave me her car. Great car. She got the limited edition. She got all the leather seats. She got the heated seats. It's all black. It's a beautiful car. It's got the lights that change colors. But this guy comes up to me, and I have never been complimented on my car, ever, because it's an old car. It's an old car. But this guy comes up to me, and he's like, "I'm filling up my my tire with air," and he's
Because
like,
they have such little tread, they can't even hold air.
and this guy comes up to me, he's like, "Yo, what year is that car?" And I'm like, "It's a 2011 Ford Escape," and he's like, "I just bought this. I just got a 2011 Ford Escape like last week." And he's like, "Yours is so sick. It's got the chrome on the front. It's got the leather on the interior. It's got the limited edition. Like, that's the sickest car." I was like, "You know what? Thank you, man. Like, I appreciate it." And that's my gem of the week. Is literally like, I appreciate this guy. I've never been complimented on my car,
Yeah.
but it's all relative, bro. And
Yeah.
like, it made put it in perspective where it's like, and actually, my mom for my birthday is getting me a car detailing,
Yeah.
so it should look pretty new
Mm.
when I get back on Monday. But
That is fire.
it's just, that's it, bro.
Me and
I was
Marissa.
like, damn, hell yeah.
We got that GMC Terrain, dude. And like, dude, Chris is about to experience this when he gets his new car. You don't realize what poverty you're riding in until you get in your car and your phone automatically hooks up to Bluetooth.
Yeah.
That is luxury I never knew. It's so fucking nice. It is funny too, because you know how you get that safe driver discount with insurance? Because, you know, newer car, we're going to pay more for insurance. So
Yeah.
Marissa's doing that safe driver thing where it tracks your rides. And now we're cruising everywhere at the speed limit, and it is fucking infuriating. You never realize how much you speed through like neighborhoods and shit until you got to go 15 miles an hour. It's taking my commute to work has doubled since we
I
started.
didn't know that was
safe
a
driving.
thing.
Yeah,
They can track you?
Dude, she has like a score. She's at like 92% right now. It's pretty lit. And then it determines what discount you get. Yeah, it's pretty fire. But anyways, my gem of the week, it's going to be, like Chris said, Wallace and Gromit. The old, I guess you'll call it a cartoon. It was kind of like claymation. But the specific episode that I'm talking about is called The Wrong Trousers. Just quick synopsis of the beginning. Wallace gets basically these pants that are robotic so it can take Gromit out on walks when he doesn't want to. Because Gromit...
It's claymation, by the way.
That's what I said.
Oh, okay. I just want to make sure.
Yep.
I appreciate claymation, and I thought claymation's like better than what it is now.
It looks like claymation, but like with Play-Doh.
Yeah.
But so he gets these trousers because it's a British show, I believe. But it takes Gromit for walks because he's getting neglected. And Wallace is somewhat like an inventor. He likes technology, but you know he gets his bills in, and he realizes he doesn't have any money for his bills, so he needs to find a roommate. One day, Feathers McGraw pulls up. Which
Penguin.
Well, at this moment, we don't necessarily know that it's a penguin because you'll find out later in the episode. But apparently, Feathers McGraw escaped from the zoo, and he's a notorious jewel thief. So to trick them, he puts one of those like latex gloves on his head to make him look like a chicken. But it's very obviously just a penguin with a latex glove on his head. But so he ends up like Wallace is sleeping. He gets Feathers McGraw puts Wallace into the trousers, and then he very expertly navigates Wallace while he's asleep in the wrong trousers to go into this jewel store and steal a jewel. And then Gromit's noticing that all this is happening, and he tries to come in and save the day. This is one of my favorite scenes of all time because Gromit's about to fight Feathers McGraw.
What year was this made?
87, I think.
Crazy.
It's
But
old.
yeah, I watched it after Joe told me about it.
You did?
Yeah.
Hell fucking yeah. But so Gromit's about to fight Feathers McGraw. It's like a very old school cartoon fight where he has like a rolling pin in his hand. He like smacks it against his hand, and then Feather McGraw just pulls out like an old Smith and Wesson on Gromit. Yeah. And then they end up getting into a high speed chase. You know, Feathers McGraw's firing rounds. Yeah, the little trains that run through. And end of the day, they end up catching him, sending him back to the zoo. But Feathers McGraw is my gem of the week. The fact that he tricked Wallace and Gromit into thinking he was a chicken, you know, not letting him know that he was a notorious jewel thief, and then expertly executing on this jewel heist until they ended up capturing him. He's an emphasis. He reminds me of Kenny Wagner.
Yeah, he does. He's a infamous outlaw.
If you guys haven't seen it, I heavily recommend it because Feathers McGraw looks insane.
Yeah. But no, hey guys, thank you for joining us with my birthday. Joe and I are excited for Sexy Steak. I wish Joe the best of luck in his golf outing.
If I lose, I might kill myself.
You're definitely gonna lose.
Can't say it. Unalive myself.
Yeah, you're gonna unalive, but he's gonna do great. He's gonna do great, bro.
I had a good range session yesterday. I was gone from work.
Maple
for like 2
Lane's
hours.
your course too.
It is. That's where I broke 100 2 times.
Yeah, that's your place to be, bro. And I have no doubt about you. Like the only thing I'm worried about is the buzzball might get you, but
they're not expecting a lot from me. I have a dude on my team that can drive at 300, and I have a good wedge player. I'm there for putting.
Yeah, bro. Yeah,
I'm bringing the speaker and I'm putting. That's what I'm there for.
That's what you're there for.
Yeah.
But no, hey, thank you guys for joining us on my birthday.
You guys know what it
obviously
is.
It'll come out in like a week later or whatever, but
subscribe.
Appreciate it. Like we'll let you guys know how Sexy Steak was. But
comment down below, say happy birthday, Chris. Subscribe to the fucking pod because we got Toledo and we have 3 hats left. 3 fucking hats left. Big Cartel. What is the website?
It's just bigcartel.com. It's like thinkingbeers.bigcartel.com.
Yep.
Linked in the bio. We do have 3 left. If you're local, just DM us. If you're not local, we'll ship it out to you. But at the end of the day, like we appreciate you guys. We're happy to be here.
Yep. Another joy spending a day with you guys.
It's just so fun. Yeah, I'm so happy to be here. And
happy fucking birthday, Chris.
Thanks, man.
Cause she think I'm sexy. She said that she like my tone. Half them wanna be me. I swear they could be my clone. Stupid. Hop up in my zone. Yeah, I might go take the throne. Shit I don't condone. You look like you need a loan. Bitch.